And the nominees for the Best Male Athlete in a Supporting Role are from soccer, Luke Farrell. From basketball, Matt Hart. And from sailing, Jay Spector.
And the Georgie goes to Luke Farrell.
Luke was an inspiration to his teammates and other GW student athletes as he overcame a major illness. Though he was forced to miss his senior season, Luke was on the sidelines at practices and home games cheering on his teammates.
Wow, guys, just give me a moment here to get situated. I've got a little something to say to you all. Sorry, that's quite heavy, actually. So wow, obviously, to be considered amongst a group of not only great athletes, but also great people means so much to me. This is truly an honor, and it's a moment that this Georgeys been for 4 years now, and I've always really wondered if I could ever win one of these, and it's a moment that I'm going to treasure for a very long time. Obviously, starting off, there's a lot of people that I'd like to thank from where I've been and where I am now. First, my incredible loving family who's been there for me through an incredible amount. My friends, my coaching staff in the back there, my team, the GW Academic Center, especially Superwoman herself, Karen Urkel, somewhere in the back there. I don't know where she's sitting, it's so dark. All of the GW training staff, but especially Bernadette Burke for not beating me up when I miss treatments sometimes. And Chris Henley, who, on a serious note, I can't thank enough for being an absolute rock, not just for me, but for my entire family through an incredible ordeal. He's actually an amazing person, and Chris, thank you so much. I'd also like to thank Patrick Nero, who not only called me once a week through everything that I've been, but he also extended me all and any resources available to me whenever I would need them throughout this last year. And he's been so incredible, and not only a great guy, but somebody that I can really talk to, and I appreciate that. And lastly, I'd like to thank Michael Borey for giving me the confidence to speak in front of this audience tonight, because I'm not a great public speaker, but last week, he really talked to me and explained to me that I had something to say, and I'm so glad that I can say it to you all this evening. Now, I know this award is about the support that one can give from the sidelines to their teammates and those around them, but I think it's necessary to say that achieving this simply would have been impossible without the incredible support the GW community has given to me. Unfortunately, though, I feel like when some folks think about GW, the idea of community and school spirit don't even begin to eclipse things like our politically active student body or top internship opportunities. However, throughout the last year, I have been blessed with a truly incredibly warm and moving experience that I think is truly unique to our campus, and I'd like to share a little bit of that with you all tonight, in hopes of forwarding this idea of support and community here at GW. For those of you who don't know, this long illness that we were speaking about earlier was testicular cancer, and I was diagnosed with this about a year ago, and it was in fact a fairly aggressive form of the disease. And while this strain of cancer is very curable, as one of my doctors once put it to me, 90% survive this disease and live a fairly normal life. But for that 10%, it's 100%. The day of my diagnosis, it was early in spring, and I had to walk all the way to Georgetown Hospital to review my results. Not only was I informed that I had a large cancerous tumor in my body, but also that I was scheduled for surgery the next morning. And to be honest, it was one of the most isolating and numbing experiences I've ever faced. Soon thereafter, I left campus for a series of major surgeries to combat the disease's spread throughout my body at Memorial Sloan Kettering Hospital in New York City. My final surgery involved removing the lymph nodes from my abdomen, and I remember afterwards that the pain was so strong that some nights in the hospital, I had to hold my mother's hand for hours until I finally fell asleep. But as you can see, I'm here before you now, and I'm proud to say that I've overcome this disease. Thank you, thank you. And with the help of Karen Nicole and the rest of the academic wizards down in the Carbonell Academic Center, I am back on track to graduate with 2 majors and a minor this May. Now, earlier this fall, Mr. Patrick Nero asked me to share some of my story with some of the Board of Trustees at GW and attest to some of the wonders this department can accomplish for individuals in tough situations like mine. I knew this was going to be a great honor, but I couldn't imagine the lesson that it would later afford me. After speaking, a member of the board pulled me aside and said that he too was a survivor, but not just of one cancer, but 3. We later communicated regularly through email discussing our experiences, and he said something to me that I'll never forget. He said, "Luke, everybody has something going on. For us, it's a battle with cancer. That's just what we have going on." Now, I won't keep you all here too much longer, but I'd like to bring this all together before I step down. Mental and emotional health here at GW has become a prominent issue with substantial reasoning, as we've seen over the last few years. And I think bearing in mind that everyone, and I mean everyone in this room, has something going on, everyone has some kind of trouble in their lives, is an important philosophy that can not only bring individuals together, but an entire community. Right before I left for my surgery, a teammate and very close friend of mine asked me very simply if I was okay. And just having someone there for me to cry, and I mean really cry, meant the absolute world to me. I think about this community at GW now and how it's given so much to me, and I'd like to give something back. I'll leave you with the notion that realizing everyone has something going on, and once in a while, just asking people that you know and care about if they are okay, can bring people together in a tight-knit community indicative of school spirit, friendship, and togetherness that can last a lifetime. Now, where better for something like this to start than in a room full of intelligent, talented, and passionate athletes who I think embody what this university as a whole can strive for. I know there are so many great things about this university, but to be honest, I think building a tighter and more spirited community could be one of the best yet. Thank you all for this extra time, and thank you for listening to what I have going on. Please enjoy the rest of the ceremony. God bless and raise high.
We are the champions.